Welcome to another ThemeMountain video tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to use the Hero 5 shortcode or the split hero block shortcode. So I already have my section block set up here. I'm just going to go ahead and select the hero block I want to use. And when you insert it, you get presented with a range of different values here. I'm going to go through them. Height, it defaults to small, which is 500 pixels. Window height means that it assumes the height of the device window. Auto means that no height is set, so it scales to the content. And custom is if you want to set your own height. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it to small for now. Then you have the media type. You can choose between image, video, or map. For the first one I'm creating, I'm going to leave it as image. Then I'm going to go ahead and select my image that I want to use here. So I'm going to go ahead and select this one. This one spans 1600 by 1236 pixels. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some hero content. So I'm just going to copy out some text here and paste it in there. Then we come down to the content media width, and this determines the split between the media and the content. So you can choose between 50-50, 60-40, 75-25, where the content is always given the larger width. I'm going to go ahead and leave this to 50-50, and then we can choose whether we should show the media on mobile. There are times when this is useful, other times you might want to hide it. But I'm going to leave this checked now, so I'm going to show you how it scales down. The next thing I'm going to do is switch to design options. This is where you can choose whether you should left align the media or right align it. For now I'm going to leave it to left, but I am going to change the text color because I'm going to change the section block background color. And then we go to animation, and you can actually animate the media and the content. So I'm going to show you this by sliding the media in from the left and the content in from the right. And I'm going to add a little delay to the content here. Now, should you be using one of the animation effects that scales up the image, flips it, spins it, and so on, keep in mind that you might need to change the animation threshold. And what this does is that it determines how much of the image should be visible in the viewport before the animation begins. So if your animation does not start, depending on the animation you've chosen, try altering the animation threshold. For now though, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it to 0.5 for both. So I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to go ahead and save that, and then I'm going to go ahead and set the background color of my row here. And set that to pink. I'm going to go ahead and update that. And then we can see what this looks like in the front end. There we go. So the image animated in first from the left and the content from the right. I'm going to reload again to show you this. Obviously you can set the duration and the delay and so on. So that's a split hero section with image. Now I'm going to use a video. So I'm going to duplicate my block here. I'm going to go ahead and edit the block. I'm going to change the media type to Vimeo. I won't show you both Vimeo and YouTube because it's pretty much the same. I'm going to go ahead and copy a Vimeo ID here. Just paste it in. I'm going to leave the content, and I'm going to leave the split to 50-50. I am going to change the media alignment though to right, and I'm going to leave the animation as well. I'm going to go ahead and just change the background color here again. This time I'm going to use black as an example. I'm going to go ahead and update this. There we go. So that's the first hero, and that's the second hero. Now, as you'll notice, when you right align the media, the text naturally gets right aligned, but you can just left align it in the text editor should you want it left aligned in a right aligned hero block like this. Then I'm going to show you how to insert a map. So I'm going to duplicate the first one again. I'm just going to drag this one to the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and edit the media type and set it to map this time. And the rest I'm going to leave just as it is. I'm going to go ahead to map and I'm going to choose grayscale. Now I'm just going to go ahead and paste my coordinates here. So I have my coordinates that I've already looked up. I'm going to paste that in. And select my first map marker here. There we go. And then I'm going to paste in the second coordinates. So if you do not want to show two map markers or two locations, just leave the second one blank. But just for illustrative purposes, I'm going to show how you set two. Now upload my second map marker here. There we go. Now I might want to change the zoom level here since we have two different locations. I'm going to go ahead and change that to 13. And then I'm going to go ahead and update it. Again, I'm leaving all the animation attributes just the same. First one, second one, and the third one. Now if we click, we can see the map marker information here. Then the next and last thing I'm going to show you is what it looks like when you change the splits here. So I'm just going to run through this quickly. So I'm going to set this one, well actually we can leave this one to 50-50, and then what I will do is change the other two here. There we go. And then we can have a look and see what this looks like again. So the video is smaller and the map is smaller here. Now again, this really depends on the content that you want to display and the importance that you give to the content and to the media. Now the last thing I wanted to show here is when you scale down. Remember that we have the show media on mobile. And basically what happens is that it will scale down the hero media and show it above the text like this. If you do not want this, simply deselect the option and it will be hidden from 768 pixels downwards. And that's all for this tutorial.